is 6:01. Joining us now by phone is Representative Tulsi Gabbard. She is here to discuss Saturday's false alarm. Now, Congresswoman, you've had a bit of a different reaction in terms of looking at this in a broader term and how it relates to North Korea and the nuclear threat. So let's start there. What are your thoughts on that?
Good morning, Steve. Aloha. It's see what occurred in Hawaii, and those reforms need to happen to make sure the people of Hawaii don't go through this kind of quote-unquote mistake all over again or ever again. But really, here in Washington, I am imploring the leadership here, as I have been for years, to take seriously this threat that the people of Hawaii face coming from North Korea. You know, this threat didn't just crop up overnight. It's been building for decades, and sadly, the people of Hawaii are paying the price, literally, for decades of failed leadership to prevent, to having failed to prevent North Korea from continuing to build and increase their military capability, their missiles, and their nuclear weapons program.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have seen reactions on Facebook and other places that people saying, well, we don't need to get into the politics of it, but let's not forget that our relationship with North Korea and the threat is why people went into the panic in the first place. So that said, the relationship between North and South Korea, are you encouraged by the fact that they're talking at this point?
I am. This is a very big step in the right direction, and President Moon of South Korea, throughout his campaign, before he was elected and since he became president, has been committed to a path to peace and to avoiding war and being open to talks with North Korea. So the fact that this has begun is a very positive step in the right direction, and frankly, it's something that I hope President Trump is paying attention to. You know, I've been calling for direct talks between President Trump and Kim Jong-un in North Korea for this very reason. We need to fight for peace, and the people of Hawaii, having just gone through what we went through on Saturday, know this better than anyone else in the country at this moment. What is at stake here? We can't afford to wait around, because this threat is urgent and immediate. This is where President Trump needs to take more serious action to peacefully negotiate with North Korea to find a path towards denuclearization.
Yeah. Congresswoman, these talks, though, the North has said that they will have nothing to do with their nuclear program. That's it. And you're saying the urgency, but at the same time, how much does the U.S. have to stand back and watch, or do they need to start their own conversation or get in on this and make it a three-way conversation at this point?
I believe that the United States has no more time to wait. Yeah. The United States, President Trump, cannot stand back and watch, should end, the posturing that we've seen, should end the games that we have seen going on, not only from this administration, frankly, but decades of administrations past, coming from both parties. Steve said, you talked about politics. This is not about politics. This is about fighting for peace, so that the people of Hawaii and this country can not have to live under this shadow of nuclear war. So beginning these direct talks with North Korea are essential to begin having that open conversation, having that open line of communication. It's not going to be simple. It's not going to be easy, but it must be done. Mm-hmm.
Congresswoman, one last question. You said whoever was responsible need to be held accountable. We know that the worker who pressed the button has been reassigned. Vern Miyagi came out and took full blame from Hawaii EMA. Are you satisfied with how things have been held accountable?
I'm not. I'm looking forward to a full investigation to see all the layers of what went wrong, from the person who pushed the wrong button and all of the things that resulted in such a delayed correction going out to the people of Hawaii.
Yeah, let's make sure it doesn't happen again. Congresswoman,
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Aloha.
Aloha as well.